Cuckoos podcast. Three Cuckoos podcast. Three Cuckoos podcast. Three Cuckoos podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Three Cuckoos podcast talk Kong Skull Island. This is our review. My name's Rob. This is Mark.
Hello.
Tim's not here. Obviously, Tim is now with child. So he has missed out on Kong Skull Island.
Did he miss out?
I don't know. Well, we will discuss this in the next few minutes. So we've just been sat here going, what do we say about Kong Skull Island, really? It is what you think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Nothing more than that.
It wasn't
I wouldn't have said.
an insanely deep storyline.
It's not, but with an all-star...
Character-driven, in-depth
No, it's not.
analysis
No, it
into
really
anything.
isn't. With an all-star cast, though, you could be...
All-star?
Yeah, it
Tom
is.
Hiddleston, Samuel L. Jackson, John C. Reilly,
John Goodman.
Brie Larson.
Brie
Don't know who she
Larson's,
is,
well,
like.
she's getting there, isn't she? She's been in a hell of a lot of
Is
films.
she? Like what?
I think she's even had a single out.
3.
No, I can't.
Exactly.
They wouldn't be in my genre, I don't think.
Really?
I don't know. No idea.
Has she done any porn?
No.
Oh.
No, not yet. Not that I'm aware
No,
of,
she won't be on
anyway.
your radar, then, will she?
Well, you know, Mark, you disgrace. So yeah, obviously, it starts, and we are.
And then it finishes. It's a bit in the middle.
It literally starts with Kong, doesn't it? There is literally a shot of Kong.
No.
Yeah, there is.
No, it doesn't.
There
It starts
is.
with a plane crash. 2 plane crashes.
Yes, which is cool. So it starts off, and it's kind of like in World War II.
God. Yeah.
1944, is it?
Don't know.
I think it is.
Somewhere around there.
And there's an American pilot, and he crashes. And then there's a Japanese pilot,
And he crashes.
and he crashes. And they're at each other's throats, aren't they, Mark?
Yeah.
So they run off, and they're
Into the jungle. Sorry.
into the jungle, and they're ready to do each other in.
Whoa.
Not in a sexual
Oh.
way, you know, in a
There were none of that.
in an action film way.
None of that.
And then Kong comes up, doesn't he,
Just his hands.
and goes, "All right, there, boys.
Is that how he talks?
I think you should split this up. I don't see a reason for fighting." So
Can
it is-
I just... No.
it's
Should we do that at the end? My
all out,
problems
innit?
with it.
all out. Yeah, do that at the end. Well, how long do you want this to be?
I don't know.
I'm
Well,
not-
it's
I'm
gonna
not
be
gonna-
longer than like 3 minutes.
I'm not going to do a full synopsis of the
You
film.
should
Is
do.
that really?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I don't really feel like I should.
Why not?
So, yeah, and obviously it starts from there, and then you go back, and it's how many years later? 30 years
I
later?
thought it was 26.
Was it 1970?
It was when the Vietnam War was just...
Exactly right. It was
finishing.
just about to finish. They were just pulling all the Americans out of Vietnam, and Samuel L. Jackson's like, what the hell am I going to do now?
He's the colonel of some helicopter
Regiment.
troop. Yes.
Yes. So he obviously lives for the fight. And John Goodman and the gentleman from 24, what would his name
Corey
be? Mark?
Hawkins.
Corey Hawkins. They think they've made this discovery. They've seen satellite images of this Skull Island. That is, it's in its own ecosystem.
That's right.
Is that what they call
Surrounded
it?
by storms.
Yes, and
Well
it's
done,
surrounded
Rob.
by storms.
You can go and collect your honorary degree
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Yes, thank you. What was the film with Gulliver's Travels? Do you remember Gulliver's Travels?
Jack
with
Black.
Jack Black, and there's been a few different old films, hasn't there? And that was in its own ecosystem, which is why no one's found this little people land.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, so it's very
Right.
similar to that, just
Except
with
totally
very
the
big
opposite.
things. Exactly right. Exactly right.
But normal-sized people.
Yes, go there. Normal-sized people
I
go
don't
there.
wanna, what, Skull Island?
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Do you not?
No.
It looked
looks
cool,
a bit
though.
dangerous.
Do you know why it's called Skull Island?
Because it's shaped like a skull.
Look like a skull. How cool is that, right? That is so cool, isn't it? So obviously we know Kong's on this island. You're gonna get fucked
know
up. Spoiler alert. So, and then obviously you get, right, John Goodman and Corey Hawkins want to piggyback on this mission, don't they?
No, they want to go.
Yeah.
So they get
They want to go.
So they get,
Samuel
Samuel L.
L.
Jackson to escort them.
and some of his guys. And
Yeah.
it's a badass soundtrack because you've got Creedence.
I have to admit, the soundtrack to the film was brilliant.
It was awesome. So you've got Creedence, Bad Moon Rising. You've got Black Sabbath, Paranoid, which is helicopters and Black Sabbath. Sounds awesome together, right? And it was just cool, wasn't it?
It was amazing. The soundtrack was brilliant.
Yep.
Just to touch on it, it was excellent.
It was excellent. It really did fit
Yeah.
perfectly.
It was superb. Really was good. So as soon as they get there, they get through the weather storm.
Which is cool. And Samuel L. says in the helicopter,
I don't know what he says. What does he say?
he's talking very poetically as Samuel L.
Oh,
would.
yeah, he was, yeah.
And he turns everything into a movie tagline, doesn't
That's
he?
right.
And just as they hit the tornado, he says, "Hold on to your butts."
That's right. Yeah, of course.
Brilliant. I think me and Mark high-fived at that point, didn't we?
Jurassic Park reference.
Yeah. It was brilliant, was that part.
And then as soon as they get there, Kong turns up.
Pretty much immediately.
Yep.
In fact, is he the first thing? No, because they say, oh, what a beautiful island.
And then they start dropping bombs all over
It's
it.
so lovely. So they've got to
That's
obviously...
the American way.
Yeah, they're trying...
What is this new place? Let's kill the fucking shit out of it.
Look
It's
at,
America.
look at this nice boom, boom. Oh, shit. So they basically want
Why?
to see...
Cos America.
They want to see what it's made of. They want to see what it's made of. And can
See
I
how many
blow this
fucking
shit up?
Supermarkets they can put on it.
So they wanted to see if it was Hollow Earth, didn't they?
Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Corey Hawkins' fault. That was his idea.
It's his idea. Well, no, it wasn't.
And John
It was
Goodman
Goodman's.
reckoned aliens lived there.
He thinks odd things live under the earth.
Yes.
Because it's hollow.
But he would, because he was in 10 Cloverfield Lane and Roseanne.
What's that got to do with anything? Do you think Roseanne crawled out
Yeah.
from a geezer?
Yeah, and if you want to impress the children in your life, just go, do you know that guy is there? It's Sully from Monsters, Inc. And they'll go, what? Brain freeze.
Mind blown.
I love doing that, you know.
Yeah.
Love doing that. It's brilliant.
Kids don't see it, do they?
Yeah, you'll love it, Mark. When your children grow up, you'll love it.
And like all Americans, after dropping bombs and waking Kong up,
Yes.
they decide to shoot the shit out of him.
Yes, let's destroy this son of a bitch.
Because America.
Because he's
America.
big, isn't he?
Yeah, so they're winding him up, and he kills most of them.
Yeah, they're just calling his mum names and stuff.
Yeah, your mum was a massive monkey.
Well, yeah, she was actually.
She wa-
Yeah.
I'm not sure
He
about
was
this
Welsh. He was
Kong being Welsh.
He was Kong. Welsh Kong. Yeah, it looked stunning, didn't it? The film.
Beautiful.
We're not going to go into it, surely not.
Into what?
The whole story.
Well, then they've already got a meeting set up. They all crash. They do take some readings.
There's
Before.
a lot of crashing.
And there's a lot of crashing, a lot of shouting, a lot of fire.
Yeah.
And they all get split up.
They
So
do.
someone crashes on top of a mountain, some down here, some over there, and they all have to get to this rendezvous point to the north of the island.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
But obviously, it's not as easy as it sounds.
No, because Kong's chasing them.
Yes, he's not just the only thing that's chasing them, really.
No, them weird skull things.
Yes. And then there is some people on the island.
Yeah.
Isn't there, Mark?
Yeah.
Some natives.
Some natives who
Some
don't talk.
natives.
And we're living with them.
Yes.
Was the pilot from the Second World War who crashed at the beginning.
Correct.
Played by John C. Reilly, who was brilliant.
It was magnificent.
It was the standout performance
Yes.
in the film.
If
He was superb.
Comedy element. He was.
Samuel L. Jackson's always good, as far as I'm concerned. And you don't like him, do you?
I don't know. I don't know why, to be fair. And no, I'm not going to say I don't like him.
But you've said it before.
He's never really the head honcho in anything, really.
That's not his.
No,
It was
well,
the head honcho in Snakes on a
Well,
Plane.
yeah.
So what
But
was wrong with
on the
Snakes on a
was
Plane?
well, it was absolute garbage.
Why? It was brilliant.
It was. I mean, it was really cheap, wasn't it?
It was great.
It was fun. It was just fun, wasn't it?
You hate that film.
It was just a bit where as soon as the snake bites a guy on the cock right at the start, you think we know what we're in for here.
That's what
and
it's
fine.
about.
It was actually a remake of a B movie called Snakes on a Train. There's one of them. I don't know if it was a
Samuel L.
remake.
Jackson went in that though.
He might have been as a bit part.
I like the fact he'll just do anything.
Yeah, he will. To be fair, he's been in about 300,000 films.
But see, he takes it personal, doesn't he?
Oh, the Kong attack. It's his men, you see, his men,
Boys.
and he's the leader, so he can't leave any behind.
No, including the one on the mountain, who I didn't really see the point in him.
What the lone
He
guy?
didn't really do anything.
No, he didn't.
And then, spoiler alert, just died.
Oh yeah.
After he shot that log thing.
Yeah, and there's a running thing where he's writing to his kid, so they're all Dear Billy,
Oh, God.
aren't they? And they keep going, Dear Billy, we are up to our necks in shit,
At
Billy.
least they didn't ruin it with a love story.
They
That's
didn't.
usually what happens.
They didn't.
I did
They-
think they were going to at several points
They
during the
don't.
film.
They don't touch
They
on
do.
the love story. I don't think they do at
not
all.
really.
To be fair,
They're a bit of a cuddle.
I mean, Brie Larson, fit. Tom Hiddleston. I mean, the ladies think he's fit.
Is he?
I didn't think he was actually I think that role was maybe written for somebody else.
Jeremy Renner.
I don't know.
I don't like Renner.
Do you know what? All you could see, and I think this is obviously because of Jurassic World and things like that, you could just see Chris Pratt playing that role, but that would have just been ridiculous because he plays that role in every film.
I didn't see anything wrong with it.
No, I just thought
I didn't see anything wrong with Hiddleston.
when he's meant to be this kind of, like in Jurassic Park, we had the tracker. Do you remember the tracker? And he knew everything about all the dinosaurs, didn't he?
But I didn't see anything wrong with him as a character. He didn't
Clever
strike
girl.
me.
Do you remember him?
Yeah,
He was ace.
But he didn't
He was a
strike me as
tracker.
being misplaced.
No, but he's...
Do you remember the first
You don't
Alien
expect
versus
this-
Predator film with him with big nose in?
Yeah.
I've forgotten his name. He was terribly miscast
Can't remember his name.
as an action hero.
Shit.
He was in The Pianist, for God's sake.
No, you're talking about Predators, aren't you?
Oh, Predator.
Oh,
yeah.
no, I don't like that guy. Adrian Brody.
He's as
No,
an
I don't like
action
him.
hero.
I don't-
Terrible.
No, I literally... No, I don't know what's wrong with him.
But he's not an action hero.
No, he's
See,
not.
he was all right.
He's not.
I thought, yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
I
no.
accepted it.
No, he was okay. There was nothing really wrong with him. But I just thought this lad from Eton, it meant to be this crazy tracker. Did I buy it? I'm not sure.
I did.
Did
I
you?
thought it was fine.
Did you get everything you wanted from Kong Skull Island?
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't serve to be anything else than what it is,
But
really.
it didn't try and pretend to be anything it wasn't.
No, it didn't.
It wasn't even trying to.
It's a big action fest.
It was, but I mean,
Some good-looking people in it.
and it brought a bit to, with like people like John Goodman and John C. Reilly in it. It brought a bit of, decent acting.
Oh yeah.
Who did really well,
It had the comedy element. It had the badass element.
I find that they were trying to get the soldiers to be the comedy element in it. They didn't work for me. They weren't very funny.
I quite like them. No, I didn't think they were very funny.
I think they were supposed to be the comedy element.
I thought it was quite nice that there was quite a lot of characters rather than
there were.
like Jurassic Park 3 where there was. I'm sorry to keep comparing it to Jurassic Park, but you just kind of would.
They were on an
wouldn't you,
island
really?
with a monster.
Yeah, you just kind of do. That's kind of why I went to see it. I wanted to see something like that, really.
I like a good monster flick.
I do, definitely, yeah. I really liked it.
But no, like I say, I wasn't convinced by them overly. And there was a lot of, because America. That bloke who just gives his life up, just stands there and lets it with his grenades.
Oh, yeah, what's all that
It's
about?
like, come on now.
And Kong just kind of brushes him off.
For America.
See you later.
So you can all get back home. America. There's too much of that in these films. That's what pisses me off.
Yeah,
The
I
British
thought,
wouldn't have done that. They'd just like, yeah, fuck it, let's get the fuck out of here.
What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? And it'd have just been like, yeah,
America.
You're right. I'm being stupid. Let's get on this boat.
America.
Yeah, I loved it. It started better than it ended, I thought. But there was some great action scenes in it. Some excellent fight scenes. Kong looked badass, didn't he, from start to finish?
Well, here lies my issue now.
Oh, go on. Are we talking green screening?
No, I thought that the special effects were excellent.
They were excellent. They were good.
As far as I'm concerned, any kind of special effect that was in the film, it was a bang on 13 out of 13.
Really?
I thought they were wicked. I thought they looked superb.
Yeah.
You couldn't, like, when there's a part where he was attacking that octopus thing. You couldn't tell that the bloke in the foreground was like on a green screen. It looked really good. I thought the whole thing was really
I'd
good.
forgotten about that.
Not
but
that like, it looked like he was, really a big gorilla because it was silly. But I think it was the special effects were very well done.
There was the only little bit I would say is there's like a moonlit shot, and it's meant to be like Aurora Borealis, isn't it? The Northern Lights.
You didn't like that, did you?
It looked a bit shady. It did, but then it's certain parts of it have got to be, haven't they? The lighting's going to be a bit weird. And
Did you not think? Obviously, you've seen the Jack Black version.
what?
King Kong.
I've seen it briefly. To be fair,
Have you
I've
ever
not
seen the original one?
The very earlier one.
1930, whatever.
Just like clips of it.
Right. Do you not think he was too big?
Or what in this?
Yeah. He climbed to the top of the Empire State Building in both of those and died.
He was huge in
It was
this.
beauty that killed the beast. He was bigger than like the Empire State Building in this.
He was enormous in this.
Now they were talking. It was set in the South Pacific,
Yeah.
where the nuclear testing went on.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't far from Vietnam, was it?
Well, yeah. So does that mean that? Well, obviously this is going to be. There's a film coming out in 3 years
Apparently.
called Kong versus Godzilla. So is this as soon as he said where it was, I immediately assumed that presuming that he was created by the nuclear testing. the same as Godzilla, and that's how they're
Right.
tying it all together. Because
Okay.
I think there's going to be another Godzilla film before Kong versus Godzilla.
Right, okay.
So do you think they're going to tie them all together?
I've no idea. I'd hate to hazard a guess, to be fair, but probably, yeah, because that's the way everything goes at the minute. I'd like to know if there's any
I wouldn't
cast
mind that.
going to come back
I've
into
done really
it.
good monster movies for ages.
No. I will say it was excellently shot, was Kong. There was some great sequences in it. Really looked beautiful.
It did really look good.
Like, Brie Larson's character is meant to be a photographer. So every time she stops to take a photograph, you see it, don't you? It kind of goes into her camera view,
Yes.
doesn't it?
Yes.
And there was some amazing footage.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And I like the way that, because I've seen a lot of interviews with Samuel L. Jackson and Tom Hiddleston, and they said they actually went to these places and filmed it. So a lot of the flies that you see and the bugs and stuff, they were there. And they said it was a nightmare. It was just horrible filming it. It was so hot. And then at night it was freezing cold. And you had to plunge yourself into this water that was like ice, even though it was like 40 degrees outside. So they said it was really hard going. And the sweat that you see is all real.
Really?
But yeah, which is kind of cool because a lot of the time it's set in a studio somewhere that's just enormous.
Do you think Samuel Jackson was really good in it? So he just loses the plot and all he wants to do is kill an enormous monkey.
It is I don't know. I don't. What?
I was pointing at the monkey. Look,
Yeah,
he's there.
so yeah, we'll like that. I'll do that. I don't know. I think sometimes these films, like you said, you've just got to leave your brain at home. they're not thinking.
But that was his story.
Yeah, it was.
He went to kill him
He wanted.
for America.
He wanted payback for his men, didn't he? And he'd kind of lost his
America.
rag a
He
little
wanted
bit.
everyone at home to be safe.
He'd lost.
back in
no,
good old
I'm not
America.
convinced. I think he just loved the smell of napalm in the morning. I think that's what it was. Because they tried that.
Smells like victory.
Yeah. I think it was just very. Let's blow some shit up.
How many times do you have to be warned by the people who know? Don't do it. He's blinded by rage.
Yeah, exactly right.
Want
Yeah.
to keep good old America.
So yeah, Mark's at 13.
I'd give it 9.
Ooh, it's not a bad score. I'd give
enjoyed
it. I enjoyed it a little less.
It was a full-on, rip-roaring popcorn movie.
Yeah, it was.
We can, like you say, take your brain out,
Yeah,
leave it in a nice warm sink,
I'd give it 8. I'm not going to go as high as 9. I'd
and
say
just
8.
enjoy it
Yeah,
for what it is.
exactly. There's nothing else. What do you expect from Kong Skull Island? There's nothing else you can expect. You get what you pay for.
You're not going to go into it thinking that it's going to be winning Oscars.
No, there's not going to be some Shawshank twist at the end.
Don't want to twist it into Shawshank.
Was there not? Don't you think?
No.
No.
Do you think it was a twist?
Well, it was definitely a bit of a. All right.
What, he escaped?
Yeah.
Like he'd been planning to do all along. I want a twist, Rob.
Well, it was a. You know what I mean. It was a cool ending, wasn't it?
Would you recommend people went to watch it at the cinema?
I would maybe wait for Blu-ray.
Blu-ray?
Yes. Oh well, yeah.
Not DVD. DVD.
DVD. Don't wait as long as Netflix.
No.
Go out and buy it. Go out and buy it.
You could wait till next year at Christmas. It'll probably be on ITV.
You could.
Then it'll be on ITV2 like every week.
You can buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out
Yeah.
and save yourself because it costs you as much as it would to buy it on Blu-ray to go to the cinema. Pretty much.
But if they bought it on Blu-ray, they wouldn't have to go watch it at the cinema.
And you could watch it over and over again then. Get your mates to chip in.
Would you ever watch it again?
Yeah, I would. Would you?
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah, that's fine. I like a good, like I said, I like a good monster movie.
That's a Christmas film, is that? Watch it at Christmas when you've got nothing else to do but eat chocolate and you don't have to go to work the next day. Watch a fun film like that.
Just you keep a child safe.
Carnage. Now, right, I've got a boner pick, actually.
There was a lot of shitting in it.
It's-
Not as in literally shitting.
Yeah, it's like a full-on scat movie.
That's one enormous pile of shit.
That is...
They never went for a poo.
I don't know what rating it is in America, but it's a 12 over here, which is a bit like, take your kids, that's fine, but as an adult, you've got to make your own mind up whether you want to take your kids. My little
12A.
girl's 10, and I don't mind her watching stuff like that. There's an F word in it. Where'd you stand on that?
When?
There was.
What's there?
Yeah, John C. Reilly says, these ants come out at night. And he says, you hear a noise and you think you're safe, but you're not because it's a big fucking ant.
Oh, I never heard
And
that.
he said it in like a comedic context. But I did kind of go, he just said the F word in a 12. And my little girl looked at me. You're like,
Shut the fuck up and eat the popcorn, bitch.
Shut up. So yeah, I don't know where I stand on that. They're relaxed a little bit, aren't they?
It's a 12A.
It is a 12A.
If you're upset by that, it's your own fault for taking your 10-year-old daughter to the cinema.
Not upset in the slightest.
Well, yeah, I think you are a little bit.
No, I'm not.
You've
I
held
just
on to it till today.
It surprised me a little bit.
From Saturday night.
No, I haven't. Straight
Was
away
it worth
I went
missing
Ooh.
Match of the Day?
Yeah, yes, it was. Yes, it was an FA Cup match of the day. Nothing.
You didn't even watch your popcorn.
Nothing missed. I struggled, you know. I think it was day old popcorn. I think it was day old popcorn. Can I just say we went to see it at the Showcase Cinemas, which is like a chain of cinemas in the UK. I don't know if they're around in the US
America.
at all, or in Australia
For America.
or anything like that. But they're amazing cinemas, all plush and relaxed seats and
Yeah.
leather
Pleather.
seats that you can relax in, and they go backwards and stuff like this. And it costs you a lot of money. And we got in there, didn't we? And the film was meant to start at 8:10. And the son of a bitches, right, made us sit there and watch at least 30 minutes of ads. Now, I'm not talking about trailers. I like seeing a trailer at the
trailers
flicks.
were rubbish.
And they were shit, yes.
Dunkirk, King Arthur.
Power Rangers.
Oh!
Smurfs, I think, was in there as well,
It
which
was,
is
yeah,
what?
it was.
Who are you aiming this at? Don't mind a trailer. Like you said, anything, it's coming soon. It's the natural thing to say. I don't want to see a fucking Fairy Liquid advert. I can watch that at home. In fact, I do.
Even after it said, and now on to the future presentation, there was one for Samsung phones
Yeah.
afterwards.
Bastards.
I thought you were going to lose your shit.
It was constant. It was like half an hour of bombard. They should have paid me to be in there, just to be blinded by ads. That's how I felt. I felt abused and
You were
used.
really upset by
so
it, weren't you?
Showcase, pack that shit in now. Right now, it was like 11.5 quid, wasn't it? Each.
I didn't pay, you did.
It's a lot of money.
We saw it in 3D as well. And I thought,
Bastards.
did you think the 3D was good?
I
didn't freaking notice after a while.
That's maybe a good thing. That's maybe a
No,
kudos
it isn't.
to them.
No, because you're charging more to go and see a film because it's in 3D. Well, if you don't get the effect, what's the point?
Yeah, that's true. It didn't really lend
At the
itself
start,
to
when they were
3D.
doing all the when it was going through the titles, I thought, yeah,
The
that's
tiles always look amazing.
yeah, they do. They're great. 'Cause
always
they
look
stand out
amazing.
from the screen. It looks really good.
They
And then
are
after
cool.
a while, I totally forgot it was 3D.
I like the bit where they went into the hurricane with the helicopters. That looked cool in 3D. And when you first see Kong, that looks good. But like you said, I think you relax into 3D and you kind of forget it's there.
So then it's pointless paying an extra £2.
I was saying a while, it is only £2. But I suppose it depends.
It's
Some
£2
people don't.
more for something you don't need. Then.
Some people can't see 3D if their eyes are a bit. So, don't know. It's there if you want it. It's not too bad. I was saying a little while ago on the podcast, the Three Cuckoos podcast, that I saw Top Gun had been released in 3D. And the good thing is the aerial shots look amazing, but everything else, you just don't even notice.
It's
Really.
a shit film, Rob.
So it's like when it's needed, it's good.
It's not a good film. It's a terrible film.
That's why 3D really worked for Paranormal Activity Ghost Dimension. Because the bits with the ghost was in 3D, but the rest of
Did
it
we
wasn't.
see it in 3D?
Yes, and it was really lent itself to it. That was brilliant.
I'm unconvinced.
Yeah, we did.
Still.
What about 3D?
Yeah.
Well, they're stopping making 3D TVs.
Are they?
Apparently so.
They don't sell very well.
Sony aren't going to make them anymore.
Probably best.
People don't want to wear glasses. Anyway, that's a different thing altogether. Yeah, so go see it if you want. It's fine.
Go see it if you want. Would you recommend people went to see it?
I'd probably wait for Blu-ray.
I think it's probably me going to miss out because of Logan.
Logan's meant to be good.
I don't give a shit what it's supposed to be. I'm sick to death of Wolverine.
Well, there's a hell of a lot more coming.
They're in. This is the last Wolverine he's doing.
No,
isn't it?
not Wolverine, just superheroes in
Are they
general.
going to do Wolverine Origins? Or have they already done that?
They've done that. That's been and gone.
When he was a mere cub.
Yes. Yes. Right, are we leaving it there?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Leave a like, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Tell us what you thought if you've seen it.
Leave a
Let us know
comment.
what you thought.
And share it. Share it
Tell
around.
us just how wrong we are.
When we tweet it, you retweet it.
You can.
Or there'll be trouble. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Three Cuckoos Podcast. Three Cuckoos Podcast.